Good morning. I'm off to the animal sanctuary and I wanted to report in. I had a very momentous week, which is partially why it took me so long to post a video. I think I posted on Friday when my week just was hard in so many ways. And some of it was just things I put on myself. But the good news is I flubbed up big time, which I'll tell you about that briefly, just so you keep it in mind if you're trying to work on a new health routine. And I made a huge recovery that I know I couldn't have made had I not started October 1st with my whole detoxing, live with intent, pay attention to nutrition, stuff like that. So, what happened is I don't honestly remember what day it was, but I was trying to figure out a new way to eat because I realized that since I am now getting up so early, basically 4:15 to 5:30 a.m. every morning, and I start with some sort of a workout. I'm usually doing steps to music I love. And sometimes, I think I've gotten in some active zone minutes, which is what my Fitbit tells me. And I think I've done really well. Like, oh, I must have gotten in 40 minutes of active zone. And then it says 10 minutes. That's how I imagine the Fitbit sounds. 10 minutes. So I'm like, what? I feel like I worked my butt off for 40 minutes. But, anyways, other times, like this morning, I am feeling it. I am feeling the energy. I am doing so many things while I'm stepping in place, while I'm enjoying my music, that I don't even notice that I played way past my playlist. I'm into random songs that Amazon picks for me based on knowing what I like. And I got in like 40 zone minutes without even trying. And so I'm realizing sometimes that my body is just not up for it. So I'm getting that better and I'm starting to pay more attention to that. I'm paying more attention to it now than I did before August or October 1st because I don't have all that extra stuff going on. And again, I skipped a lot of stuff I was doing, like the apple cider vinegar. There's just a lot of bad habits I'd picked up. And I went through this period of time where I just kind of didn't care. And now I super care clearly because I have a whole playlist on this. And I'm doing this just so, like, if anybody watches this and gets inspired, great, because I wish I would have seen something like this 2 years ago. So, anyway, the bad day, I decided to have a couple of vodka tonics, sugar free tonics, but still vodka tonics. And I was experimenting with food. So, I think I ate my main meal, one meal a day. I try to do the fasting thing. And I ate around two. I had a couple drinks around five or six. I knew I needed some sort of a snack because that was my rule, to help me sleep and get used to not eating as late because I used to eat my eating window was around 6. So I went ahead and was going to have Greek yogurt with some nuts sprinkled in it. And that's like a safe, good thing for your stomach, your digestion. It's got protein. I mix in some protein powder that's collagen protein powder. So it's not a complete protein until you mix it with the Greek yogurt. That makes it good for you. Sprinkling some nuts in. It's just a healthy, good way to have an evening snack and maybe have less worries about hunger in the middle of the night. Okay. I decided to skip the Greek yogurt and have a couple of pistachios because I love pistachios. I find pistachio shells around here all the time. It's just a sign of a pistachio addict. If I have any crumbs in my bed, it's pistachio shell crumbs. But I thought because I was in control that I could now have a little handful of pistachios as my evening snack and I'd be just fine. Okay, so I ate my pistachios. I ate them and I ate them and I went and grabbed some more. And pretty soon my fingers were like hurting from like opening the shells. And I ate just a massive amount of pistachios. And then I went to sleep and I woke up in the middle of the night just desperately sick, like sick in every way possible. Uh, I won't go into details, but you could just imagine when you're sick in every way, it's like you don't even know what to do. Like, you're like, "What do I even do right now? I have to throw up. I've got all these stomach cramps, stomach problems." It's like, "Well, what happened?" And so in the morning, I, looked into it a little bit more, like, is there pistachio poisoning? And, there's not pistachio poisoning, but clearly I flubbed up. I shocked my body. I ate too late. I ate a very high fat nut, a lot of them, and on top of having the vodkas earlier in the evening. And the combination, my stomach just rejected. My gut was like, what the is this? What happened? And it just like, I hurled. I don't even know how many times I hurled. I was miserable. So my stats were terrible. My HRV dropped to under, like, I don't know, it was like 22 or something, which back in the day when I was having problems, yeah, I was in the 20s. But I had been building up to 30s and 40s, and I do not believe Fitbit's HRV is an accurate indicator. I'm sure if it was seriously something I needed to track, a real medical doctor HRV situation where I'm testing it, there's probably something that would tell me a different figure. But basically, I'm watching that HRV for it moving up and down. And obviously, an HRV that moves from 20 to 40 is awesome. And an HRV that drops from 53 to 22 is a sign that your body's in distress. You did something wrong. You pissed it off. And something isn't happy. And when your stomach and your gut's not happy, that compounds to everything else. So I was sick. It took me a few days. Basically, I had to have a day of rest. So put that into yesterday. I did everything right. I'm still experimenting what's the best time to eat for me because I am going to start lifting weights more. And I need to find out the best way to do intermittent fasting while being able to lift weights and have protein feed my body and my muscles. And I'm 59. So I know protein doesn't get into the muscles as easy as you get older. So I'm experimenting and I'll figure it out, I'm sure. But anyways, this morning I woke up, I felt great. I got in my zone minutes. My Fitbit said, my sleep was great, almost 8 hours, deep sleep, REM, whatever. And my Fitbit said two things were out of my personal range. And I was like, oh my God, now what did I do? Because whenever it says out of personal range, it means something bad. It's always been that way. It's never good. I didn't even know there was a good out of personal range for Fitbit. So I open it up and it's out of normal range because my resting heart rate dropped to 61, an all time new low, out of personal range because I'd been averaging in the mid 60s. And prior to October 1st, I was more in the 70s, which is not really very great. So that was my one out of range. Super cool. The other one was my HRV. My HRV was out of range at 65. Now, my high had been 55, 57. I don't have all this stuff memorized. My chat GPT does. But I can say I've never been in the 60s. I, no. So that was my out of range. It was shocking. It was exciting. And I'm not going to do anything crazy or stupid to offset that. I'm going to try to keep working on it. I just wanted to let you know no matter how bad you fucked up your body, you can fix it. You can do it. You can watch the videos. You can listen to people like me who are experimenting and is not a doctor and doesn't know anything medically. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. And even when I flub up and do stupid things like eating pounds of pistachios, I paid for it and I'm telling you about it. Maybe you won't do what I did. And I think maybe possibly I shouldn't buy pistachios for a while. It's just one of those things. And I really thought since it has shells and it's kind of a hassle, I even bought a pistachio opener thing once thinking that'll help me open them easier because I refuse to buy the shelled ones. That's ridiculous. The price is crazy. And then there's no fun in it. And I would eat probably 8 pounds because I'd just be like shoveling them in my mouth like M&Ms. So, anyways, I'm just saying you can do things wrong and you can make a quick recovery and you can recover much quicker when you have been taking care of yourself so much that it's a off day when you eat pounds of pistachios, or maybe you eat that double cheeseburger and fries, or you have 8 drinks at a wedding reception. Yeah, it's not going to go well for you the next day. Your HRV is not going to be great. Your resting heart rate's probably going to go up if you do alcohol and overeat and eat stuff your body doesn't really can't use nutritionally. And that's going to cause inflammation. And all these things are going to affect you, but that doesn't mean you have to be all perfect all the time. I certainly am not. I will never, I don't think, I can't imagine, say I'm not ever taking a THC gummy. I will never drink alcohol again. But in general, I am one of those people that would rather figure out moderation and also see what it does to my body so that I scientifically understand why it's not good. That's the way my brain thinks. It's not all or nothing with me usually. So that's my tip for the day. I'm going to go out to the sanctuary and I have so many more tips and great things for you guys. I just think I need to do a couple of shorts where I just talk about one specific thing that's I've learned that's super cool and helpful. And tomorrow's a big day for me, which I will probably report in on because I'm going to be going crazy with this day. It's my first day where I'm going to do kind of a day of rest and have protein drinks that are very good on your stomach and no fats and no carbs. Like strictly a protein reset day. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I've been studying it and how it works, and I'm willing to try it because I am dedicated to getting my weight down. Now that my sleep's under control, I can take more uh, interest in other things I need to do. It's just like when I realized I need to lose weight, this is terrible. I also realized how can I start working on weight when my sleep is so screwed up and I feel so shitty. And so I had to start somewhere more basic, which is something I've never done before. I've never worked on sleep like this, and it has not been easy. So, report back. I hope everyone has a great day. I will definitely be getting this video uploaded sooner rather than later. Hopefully later today after I get back from the sanctuary. Thanks for listening, and I'm hoping I'm helping somebody.